The midday sun beat down on the Mara River, baking the earth and turning the water into a shimmering mirror. The heat was almost tangible, rising in waves from the ground and distorting the air. Wildebeest snorted and jostled, a sea of brown and black fur stretching as far as the eye could see. Their eyes were wide with a mix of fear and determination. The air crackled with anticipation, a palpable tension that seemed to grip every creature present. The great migration was in full swing, and the river crossing was the most perilous hurdle. Each wildebeest knew the dangers that lurked beneath the surface. Thousands upon thousands of hooves pounded the dry earth, kicking up dust devils that danced in the heat. The ground trembled under the weight of the herd. The scent of fear and excitement mingled in the air, a primal cocktail that spoke of both life and death. It was a moment of raw, unfiltered nature. The wildebeest on the edge of the herd pawed the ground, their snorts echoing across the savannah. They were on the brink of a life or death decision. They were driven by an ancient instinct, a force that compelled them to move forward despite the danger. It was a journey of survival, etched into their very being. On the opposite bank their brethren grazed peacefully, having already braved the treacherous waters. They were the lucky ones, the survivors of the crossing. But the Mara held secrets. Its calm surface belied the dangers lurking beneath. Beneath the placid surface, a primeval predator lay in wait. The crocodiles, ancient and patient, were ready to strike at any moment. Deep in the murky depths, where shadows danced and light was a rare visitor, the sunlight struggled to penetrate, casting an eerie glow on the underwater world. A pair of reptilian eyes watched the spectacle unfold, unblinking and ever vigilant. The Nile crocodile lay motionless, its camouflage blending perfectly with the muddy bottom, making it nearly invisible. It was a creature of immense power, an ancient lineage, a relic of a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth, a true survivor. Its cold, calculating gaze followed the movement of the wildebeest, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. The crocodile's tail twitched, stirring up silt from the riverbed, a subtle sign of its readiness. It had been days since its last meal, and the sheer number of potential prey ignited a primal hunger within it, a hunger that could not be ignored. The water itself seemed to vibrate with anticipation, a palpable tension building as the moment of truth approached, the predator and prey locked in a timeless dance. The first wildebeest hesitated at the water's edge, sensing danger but unable to resist the urge to cross. It dipped a hoof into the cool water, sending ripples across the surface. That was all it took. With a sudden surge of power, the crocodile launched itself from the depths. Its massive jaws, lined with razor-sharp teeth, gaped open in a silent roar. The water erupted in a maelstrom of churning water and thrashing hooves. The unsuspecting wildebeest, caught off guard, let out a startled bellow that was abruptly cut short. The crocodile's jaws clamped down on its neck, delivering a crushing blow. A wave of panic rippled through the herd as the water ran red with blood. Yet, driven by their primal instincts, more wildebeest surged forward, their hooves churning the water into a muddy froth. The unfortunate wildebeest struggled in vain against the crocodile's grip. It thrashed and bucked, desperate to break free, but the predator's grip was relentless. The crocodile dragged its victim deeper into the water, its powerful tail propelling it through the current. It was a gruesome dance of life and death played out against the backdrop of the migrating herd. The air filled with the sounds of splashing water, snorts of fear, and the death throes of the wildebeest. On the riverbank, zebras snorted and stamped their hooves, their nostrils flaring as they sensed an unseen danger lurking nearby. The air was thick with tension, and the usually calm riverbank was now a scene of unease. Their ears pricked in alarm. A murder of crows circled overhead, their dark silhouettes casting ominous shadows on the ground below. The crows' presence was a harbinger of the chaos that was about to unfold, their raucous cries adding to the cacophony, creating an eerie symphony of dread. Even the crocodiles lurking beneath the surface seemed to sense the shift in power, their cold, calculating eyes watching intently. Their cold eyes followed the deadly struggle with a mixture of hunger and anticipation. The outcome was inevitable. The wildebeest's struggles grew weaker, its energy sapped by the relentless grip of the predator, its lifeblood staining the water a dark crimson. With a final shuddering gasp, it went limp, surrendering to the inevitable fate that awaited it in the depths of the river. Its body disappearing beneath the surface as the victorious crocodile dragged it into the murky depths. The Mara River had claimed another victim, adding to its long history of life and death struggles. A stark reminder of the brutal reality of life and death on the African savanna, where every day is a battle for survival, and the balance of nature is both beautiful and unforgiving.